There we go. I pressed it way earlier than I thought. I'm freezing over here, but hey.
We're ready. We're ready and prepared.
Yeah, we already.
He dropped all his papers on the floor. I'm looking at him. He's like scrambling.
And since everything is all red, I can't see shit.
Yeah, he can't tell anything. He can't tell from the floor or the paper.
Yeah.
I can tell, but he's like, you're not even near where the paper's at.
I guess I have to improvise. Okay. As per usual, hello. My name is Denarius. I'm the host of this little Talkshow podcast called Vtuber Gaming Talk, in which I invite a Vtuber to a one-on-one talk about video games and video game related topics. And today everything is red thanks to our guest over here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Brace, and I'm a virtual console from the 90s. And I do art and I play retro games. But the Wii is definitely not a retro game, as I am playing the Skyward Sword currently. If it's younger than me, then it's definitely not a retro game.
The coping mechanism, he comes back. God damn it. I swear I'm having deja vu. I had this conversation before. Like, holy shit. People are having a hard time accepting that the 360 is now considered retro. But,
Oh no!
But yeah, no. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to make myself feel old, and I don't want that. Nor I want anybody to feel like that. So let's move on to the question that I asked every single person that I had in here for the first time ever. So. What are your favorite games?
My favorite game is the one that I'm currently playing right now, which is Skyward Sword. It's everyone doesn't like it, but recently there's been people that have been talking about it and being like, oh, I miss the old Zelda games and how it was just like, straightforward and like linear, and I could just go here and there and do the little tasks and quests. But also, there's funny like motion controls. It adds more difficulty to it, and I think that's charming about the game.
Yeah.
But also, my other one is Tales of Fantasia, and it's like the first of the Tales series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. The second time I've heard someone mention the Tales of series here. That's cool. That's a very rare game people mention, but it's very beloved for the people who mention it for Tales of Fantasia. Also, Skyward Sword didn't also like Twilight Princess did the same gimmick too? Like
it did. It got switched over onto the Wii, and then it also got switched over again onto the Wii U. And it was like an HD version, and it also had like extra little like I think dungeons or something in it. There's like a cave you go into, and there's like extra little treasure pieces in there that you could collect. And there was also what was it? The Wolf Link amiibo, and I'm not too sure what the other ones were. Maybe there was a Midna one, but if there was, it's immediately gone, decimated. All stonks. They're extremely high. If you ever find one, never tell anyone. Just die with it.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Very beloved character, Mina. So the princess seems like the Majora's Mask to Skyward Sword being the Ocarina of Time. Probably.
It's definitely switched. But maybe it's maybe it's just because of the passing of time.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's like when it comes to that's actually kind of accurate if you really think about it in the story-wise of those four games. Like, you have one game that is one story, and then you have another that is a completely different tonal shift compared to the previous one. Like, you have Skyward Sword, you're literally exploring the vast space of sky and all the island and all of that jazz. And then you have Twilight Princess. It's just like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, like Twilight Princess is like between the dimensions, like the Shadow Realm and everything.
Yeah, no, that's
and Skyward Sword's like, I lived on an island,
yeah.
but now I have to become Sora and go to like different lands underneath the clouds and discover new things.
yeah, that's definitely Ocarina of Time and then Majora's Mask, basically. Like, you have one game that you have to explore all of Hyrule, save everyone, and stuff like that, and then you have a random kid on the fucking forest just cursing you, transforming you into a little tree. It's just like, oh god damn it.
Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it.
But yeah,
I really love the Malo Mart in Twilight Princess. I think it's like the most iconic thing of Twilight Princess. Like, as soon as you like run into that little child, you're like, I hate you. I hate your face. But you have a great like market theme, and and everyone just falls in love with the child. Like, everyone's like, oh yeah, he has like awesome deals. We're all gonna dance in his store because like he has good music.
Pretty much. But yeah, can I ask something? Like,
What's up?
Why are you living in this dimension? Like, why are you in the virtual world?
I am that.
Ah.
I'm me. I'm real. I'm.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you. You're an actual virtual boy. Okay, I believe you. That explains everything.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want, I could spin around for you.
No, it's... Oh, god damn it. Oh, impressive, yeah. That's amazing, what the hell.
The 3D graphics, they're real. High definition and quality. That's insane though, you know? Because like, even before I came out, there was like other ways of getting 3D effects coming out, like with like the paper toys, like the viewfinders and stuff. There was those, and they would be like, oh yeah, this woman's in here, she's looking at me. I don't know. There's like some where you could get like a picture of somebody and it'll be doubled, and you could stick it into the viewfinder and you'll be like, yeah, there's like someone standing in front of me. That's strange. They're freaky.
Yeah,
it'll be like the anime intimidation thing where like they're zoomed in and it's their forehead with their eyes like bugging out. Well, by definition.
Yeah.
Well, 3D has come a long way, but of course, I don't think it's really as popular. Still, like, everyone plays it, like everyone plays like VR chat and stuff, but no one, like, I don't think anyone really streams it much anymore, unless like they're doing something freaky in there.
Pretty much. Like, if they're doing something like that, they're most likely not streaming it. They're doing it on the private time, but yeah.
Because there's some people that like just go and they rest, and they're like, I'm gonna go watch videos in VR chat. It's like, you can watch videos like just regularly by staring at your screen, but there's people that just log in to go watch YouTube and in there.
Gotta have some hours just clocking in the game, so I need to do something. Good lord. Would you believe me if I tell you that that at least for me, the Virtual Boy technically came back in 2016 with the release of Doom?
With the release of Doom?
Yes.
What do you mean?
There's a funny story. I played Doom for the first time, like Doom the remake, or reboot or whatever, on 2016. But that thing
the one that came out on the Switch?
No. The actual like Doom 2016 that came out on everything. I think it came. So
but go on.
I played that game and I felt like I was literally just playing a first-person shooter on the Virtual Boy. It was so red. I got motion sickness like 10 minutes after playing. My head hurt when I finished the game. Thank God it was a short game, but holy shit. Oh. Oh, but yeah, no.
That sounds like fun. Maybe I should play Doom.
Try it. I don't know. Everything is so red between the enemies, the environment, and the blood. You're literally just seeing a solid color red. So yeah, go for it.
It's already what I normally see. So
yeah, you'll be right at home. uh, but yeah. Since you're the actual Virtual Boy, can you give me a catalog of what games did you had?
Of the games that I have,
Yeah.
I had. Let's see, I had Gundam SD or SD Gundam, basically, and then I also had Galactic Pinball. It has an amazing soundtrack. There's nothing like it. But there's also Virtual Golf, but it's just called Golf. That one also has if you listen to the music, I think I listed it in the playlist, but it's kind of like a lo-fi beat. There's also Virtual Fishing as well. That one also has a lo-fi beat as well. But there's also horror games on it, like In's Mouth no Yakata, and you have to go into like a mansion, and there's like 3 or 4 pathways that you go through, for like each ending. There's like A, B, C ending, and it's kind of like Doom. Sometimes you'll run into a creature that's just like out of nowhere, and it looks horrifying because it's all just red. so you're just like jump scared by a random goblin creature with like claws. We also have like Jack Bros, where I think it was probably the first time Americans were introduced to the Jack Bros, like Persona, or unless like it came out earlier. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how
the Jack Bros were
Persona.
The Jack Bros were. Oh wait, you mean the Atlus Jack Bros?
Yeah.
I thought you mean the clone of Bubble Bubble, but instead of like bubbles were snowballs. Like you were throwing snowballs at enemies and then just using them to attack other enemies and stuff like that. I don't know. I got confused in there, but yeah.
No, Jack Bros is like Jack Frost and his other brothers.
They are for real the most terrifying creatures in the Innsmouth on.
Yeah, they're spooky. They're creepy, and also the music's just like creepy as well.
I mean, they set up the vibe.
There's Mario Clash as well, and that one definitely tried to test you with the 3D. Because Mario, like, as soon as he drops down from the pipe at the beginning, you get the choice of like staying on the path that you're on, or you could go to the path that's behind you, and from there he could jump like back and forth from either side of the pipes. And then they even did it even better in Wario Land. And that one you could the boss systems and everything, like you could just like you could fight them, and you could go from the front of the screen all the way to the back of the screen, and it'll look like he's like in front of you. There's some interviews or like promotional videos of Wario Land, and the people that are testing it out, they're like, "Oh my god, it's so real! It's like he's right there." It's really funny.
That was the first time Wario was going from the background to the foreground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a core gimmick of that specific entry of Wario Land, and that was cool.
But do you like wireframes?
Do
you like wireframes in black and red?
Oh god. Isn't that what
I have a game
is?
for you. There's a Red Alarm and also Vertical Force. Those two are wireframe games, and it's kind of like the Star Fox of the Virtual Boy.
Oh, I remember that. That was like kind of like a demo type of game, right? Like it was looking like a 3D demo, like all SNES Star Fox, but with just black and red and lines.
Yeah, it's literally what it looks like. Man, that game's so cool. Like you're just blasting at these you could barely tell what anything is, unfortunately.
Yeah. You're trying to make a game with sticks.
If you're used to the wireframes, then you could basically map out like, oh, this is a spaceship that I have to shoot, and oh, this is like a thing that I have to get. This is like a little reward, a little snack, a little chip on the floor.
Yep.
Yum. Mm.
Okay.
There's two Tetrises. There's 3D Tetris and there's regular Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they decided to release two Tetris games on it, but I guess, you know, Tetris is so common on every console that you could just like always have it.
I think there's a version of Tetris on every Nintendo console, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But you have two Tetris on Virtual Boy, you have one on NES, I think you have one on the SNES, and then the Game Boy. So, yeah.
There's also Space Invaders, but if you listen to that, then get prepared to like have your ears like blasted, because that I don't know what they were thinking, but instead of like a snare drum or like a drum sound, they instead decided to use like an explosion sound for the bass, and
Shit.
it just sounds It sounds horrible. It's like Vine Boom, but if you decided to like break it down into like little bits, and then like all you're listening to is like the TV static exploding.
Oh god.
It's horrible. I don't know what they decided for that, but I definitely know like that game came just along with it just came for free basically. No one wanted that game. A really cool unique one though is Space Squash. I'm not too sure about the background of it, but it's kind of like what is that game? It's like you're playing as like a cute little spaceship, and it's like pink, and it has like what is that game called?
Galaga?
No, it's a cute little pink spaceship, and it has arms and legs.
Oh, you mean Fantasy Zone? I think it was Fantasy Zone or Fantasy Land. It's made by Sega, and it's this like little spaceship with wings and shoes. Opa, it's the name.
Yeah. Here, let me see.
I think it's Fantasy Zone.
No, I'm not looking for that. Let me. Game.
But that...
Yes, this one. The Fantasy Zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's not.
He's
pink,
real.
That's red. Oh.
Well, the text is pink.
Yeah. Let's just say it's pink.
And there is red.
Yeah. Opa.
Then again. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's Space Squash is kind of like that.
Ah.
Yeah. I think the best one though, and I think it's everyone's favorite on the console, is Telero Boxer.
Holy Virtual Boy Batman.
Yes, hello. I'm real.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what happens when you have an actual Virtual Boy.
True. But no, it's like it's like an early what is it, Punch Out. That's what Telero Boxer is. But it's also kind of like what is that movie where it's like the pilot and he's boxing. Is it just called The Boxer? You're a pilot and your movements or basically your button presses.
Oh, that's Real Steel. That's Real Steel. Yeah.
Real Steel. Yeah.
The one with Hugh Jackman.
It's basically Real Steel. Yeah.
Oh man, that movie was great. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And each enemy has like a different like move style. Like so you have to like get used to like the way that they're fighting and learn how their fighting style is, and so you could counter it or just like go ham on them. It's also what I think is the inspiration for Daft Punk, because if you look at the main character, his helmet looks awfully familiar.
I mean, it might be. Huh. I thought one of them was inspired by the Rov, like the robot for the NES.
Hmm.
But maybe you're right. Hmm.
Yeah, because he looks insanely familiar.
Yeah. But you know, the Virtual Boy has a lot of more games than I thought.
Yeah, we have 22 games.
Still more games than the actual Xbox and PS5. Good
Absolutely.
generation. God damn it.
There's also what else is there?
Oh wait, you're right.
There's bowling. Oh, Virtual Lab is there, but I'm not too sure I would recommend a game like that. It's kind of like Tetris, but with organs, and you have to somehow connect the organs to make like an intestine. So, I'm not too sure.
Wow.
But you're trying to create life basically. It's somehow that just involves like a lot of tubes.
Huh. Ow.
But there is a girl in there that kind of looks like me.
Oh.
But apparently she's like the enemy.
Ah. Okay. Oh. That sounds like that sounds like instead of Dr. Mario, you have like a Surgeon Mario or something like that. It's just like,
yeah.
What the hell?
There's also Virtual League Baseball. That one is different based on region. So if you get the JP version of it, it has different dialogue to the American one.
I'm guessing the translation of the American one is a little different.
Yeah, and it also looks way better for some reason. They're like, we will prioritize this section here. Now over there, though, they could have this trash. And of course, the world famous, we have Waterworld. It's based on the movie Waterworld. You know, the paper.
Huh. So there is actually a tying game in the Virtual Boy. Okay, good to know. Not even the Virtual Boy was safe.
I was not safe from it. No.
Damn it. Oh.
But since then, what was it? Since there was only like 1 year where the Virtual Boy was out, there were games that just weren't released at all. It makes me so upset that a lot of them just weren't released.
Like what?
Like, let's see. Let's go to our canceled section. We have Bound High. Bound High was a top-down game, just like Jack Bros, where your character would bounce on the enemies, and every time you did that, he would get closer to your face.
Oh God.
Yeah, since it was top-down, he just like he just like said hello to you. Oh, also, we were supposed to have Street Fighter on there. There was supposed to be a 2-player system where you could connect to Virtual Boys with a link cable, but since it wasn't released for more than a year, that did not happen.
So
there is
it will be
there is a port there.
Oh God.
There's a port there.
And here I thought
2-player.
And here I thought Street Fighter 4 on the 3DS was something weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, there was also Donkey Kong Country was also originally supposed to come out on this console.
Oh.
But since Nintendo needed a placeholder, basically, instead they were like, no, we'll just save it. So they rushed the team basically so that they could like already have it on the N64.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was an insane rush. My favorite one of them though is Dragon Hopper, where you're playing as like a little dragon prince, and he's so cute and he's so small. And his name's Dory, and I also have him along with me on my streams. He doesn't say much because he's kind of shy, but he's really great. I could give you a little synapse of the story.
Sure.
I could give you like the first paragraph, and then like the rest of it's just kind of
I mean,
Doreen, the dragon. Okay. Doreen, the dragon prince, lived a happy life in the magical kingdom of Celestia until the king's power-hungry prime minister captured and jailed his family. The king, the queen, and Doreen's love, Diana. Princess Diana.
oh,
Pursued by soldiers, Doreen fled his home as he ran away. He tripped and fell into a mysterious hole, like Alice in Wonderland, landing in the land of Faerun, which is kind of almost like the forest of Faerun in the Legend of Zelda.
funny enough.
Now he has to get back to Celestia,
You say
which came out before My Little Pony.
you wanna know something funny? My comic book side of the brain is kicking in when you said Princess Diana. I can just think of Wonder Woman. It's just there. Princess Diana of Themyscira, aka Wonder Woman. There you go.
But yeah, it kind of plays like a Zelda game. Like you have to go get the guardians, and you're like battling these super huge like creatures. It's not a top down game. It's kind of like at a perspective where it's kind of like at an angle, and so you're like looking at them run around.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a really cool game. Like it was almost finished, or they say that it's like nearly finished.
but they can't because of the.
They
Yeah.
can't. They
Because
can't
of-
release it.
Damn.
Mhm.
Wow. Still though, impressive how many games there was already. Counting regional only stuff is interesting.
Mhm. And each boss that you fought, they had their own like dialogue with you, like a back and forth. It was really neat. Like there's this giant crab, and he's kind of sassy with you, and he tells you that you're small and insignificant or something. But the pixel art in it is like fantastic. It's great. I definitely recommend like checking it out.
I wonder how any of these games will look like without the red filter. Like if you actually just take the filter out.
If this game, because people were saying, if this game was changed into like full color, it's basically just Ocarina of Time. Because Doreen's also assisted by like a little fairy.
Ah! So it's Ocarina of Time way before Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, because this was like 95.
Right. Wait, when did Ocarina of Time release? Huh. I actually want to fact check that.
Let's check it out. Who's faster? 98.
98, yeah, you're right. Huh. November 21st. Huh.
Yeah, so it definitely would have been the Zelda of the time. Maybe the timeline would have been different.
Maybe. At least they reused the story though, in some way.
Yeah.
Not everything went to waste. But yeah, no, it's funny. And now I need to live with the fact that I'm older than Ocarina of Time too. God damn it.
Don't worry. The year's almost over.
We're halfway through it. We're literally halfway through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
I know. Now we're both like sighing and being like, ugh.
Yeah.
GoldenEye was also supposed to be on it.
Yeah.
How interesting would that have been?
If
Probably not, but
the actual first person shooter in VR, like the first one of them. Try being older than all your favorite games. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. God damn it.
Oh, Power Rangers is supposed to be on it.
Okay.
Imagine just a Power Rangers game on there. You wouldn't tell who's who.
Yeah, the Red Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Scottish Red Ranger. It's just like everybody's just red. Unless it's Megazord fights. Even that will actually be cool.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Power Rangers Kaiju battle or something like that. I love the Red Ranger, my favorite. The Forever Red game 20 years early. But the Virtual Boy, what a console. What a phenomenon it was. And honestly, I don't know if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have the attempts to actual virtual reality later on.
Yeah.
Like, will the Oculus Rift or the PlayStation VR exist without it? Most likely, well, but I don't know.
Most likely, because there was already like virtual reality stuff. Like there was even like books about virtual reality and having augmented reality, like it right before your eyes. So cool, vast, and amazing. There was even toys too, even before the Virtual Boy came out. Yeah. Like there was like glasses and stuff. Like it would be like, oh look, there's you can make this 3D. And there was just games, like board games for it as well. Did you really bring up the? Did you bring up the really good Wario Land game? Yes,
I think we did. Yeah.
It was like one of the
first time Wario. The first time Wario was going out into the background and to the foreground, like one.
Yeah,
to the
that's
other.
What you had said.
Yes.
And he fights demons. I don't know why he fights demons, but I guess it makes sense because he's already an evil-looking guy, so they need eviler-looking enemies.
I mean, it's not the craziest thing he fought, if we really think about it.
Yeah.
It gets crazy later on. It's among the top rough game systems. I think people should have just tough out the problems. Honestly, I kinda understand why people had a problem with it. The Reddit's kinda a little too much, depending on how much movement there is. Like right now, there is very little movement. The most movement there is on this room at the moment is just the waveform. And maybe the wobbly little dog on the table, but that's it. A large gecko in
He's doing his best.
Still the weirdest thing he's fought. Yeah, pretty much.
There's also a Doraemon that was supposed to come out on it. Doraemon.
What kind of game would that be? Like,
funny little cat robot. I don't know what he would have done, but he would have done something.
I guess. Put something out of the pocket, anything will save the mystery, so... Pretty much.
The machines. They're within.
So you said you were playing Skyward Sword recently, right?
Yeah.
What else do you plan on playing after that?
After that, I was also just like thinking of playing the rest of the Zelda games.
Ooh. Going backwards to the previous ones, or just moving forward to the newer ones?
I was thinking of like doing the timeline.
Oh, right. So starting with Skyward Sword, then going with the 3D ones, or I think A Link to the Past. Ooh.
No. Because it's Skyward Sword, and then it's Breath of the Wild, and then it's Twilight Princess. That's not Twilight Princess. It's Tears of the Kingdom. But Tears of the Kingdom messes up like the timeline because it also has time travel in it. So
oh god.
So I understand why they wanted to do that, because they wanted to get to understand like who built all the robots and stuff. Why everything that happened in Breath of the Wild happened the way that it did.
Gotcha. Oh. So you need to play Breath of the Wild first, either way.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Watch it. Watch it.
Also, the theme that is playing right now is from Vertical Force, right?
Yes.
Why does it sound like Bowser's theme on Mario? Like on NES Mario?
I don't know.
Because
it was probably maybe
oh.
maybe Endo was probably on the same team. Maybe
Probably.
he just got transferred onto it. He was like, hey, look, you should like definitely work on Mario game.
Even though I think Mario came out before the Virtual Boy in and of itself, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
As the self-proclaimed cyber shelf of Zelda lore, I must deduce that Zelda lore is wild.
Zelda lore is wild. It's insane.
It is. Good lord, it is. Oh, it's confusing in and of itself, and I don't even play those games.
Yeah, it's because like if Link dies, this timeline happens, or if Link chooses to do this thing, this happens, or if Link just like if he gets resurrected, like in Wind Waker or something, this is what happened.
God.
Yeah, because that one's like the doomed route of Ocarina of Time Link just dying.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's raining. It's just always raining in Ocarina of Time. Like it's the world just eventually just flooded.
Right. Oh, but yeah, no, that sounds like a long adventure for you. Like you have to go through all of them. I'm guessing even the CDI ones.
I don't really think those ones count for the storyline, but I could definitely like do those for an October thing.
Just for
we will play scary games, CDI.
I mean, if you really think about it, put this red filter over those cursed cutscenes, and
yes.
you have a horror game.
Yes,
you have an actual horror game. Oh god. That sounds actually really funny. Oh. But yeah, no, that sounds like a fun time. Oh. Either way, what other games would you recommend, like, to play with this filter?
To play with this filter?
Yeah, with this little Virtual Boy filters.
Other games to just about any other Game Boy game or Pixel game, you could definitely use this filter with it. Even some of like some of the modern 3D games that you could play, like it definitely translates pretty well.
I will actually play. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of this, but somebody did a PS1 remake of Bloodborne, which is this PS4 game, right? Yeah. Try playing that with this filter. That sounds like a good time. Return of the Obra Dinn. But yeah, no. It's an interesting way to play things with, like, everything on red. I don't see myself doing it, but it's an interesting way to. It's an interesting thing to watch.
A lot of the prior games that I played, like Sonic Frontiers, I played it with the red filter on as well.
Oh, how was it?
It was fine. To me, it's fine. I know to anyone else, you'd probably get like motion sick or something.
I mean, you have Speed Knuckles, Knuckles with tarot cards, and Knuckles with an actual like ship to fly around. It's an interesting way to see it, you know. Oh.
I think the one game that I played where the filter didn't translate well was probably Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It didn't. There's a lot of green in that game, so
yeah.
But it's light green, so it
A
didn't
lot of
really
bright
translate too well. So most of the screen was like entirely red.
a lot of bright colors, yeah.
Mhm.
I believe it. Speaking of, they just showed up a teaser of the Shadows animation in.
I just
Yeah.
watched that before like this call. It
Yeah,
happened.
I saw a snippet of it, and I saw they revealed a lot more things than that, like Maria's ref sheet, a lot of artwork and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah.
Also, that there might be another playable character alongside Shadow later on.
Emerald. It'd be kind of cool.
It will be kind of cool play with Emerald, just to have the actual story of that little robot.
Yeah.
Either that
To have
or
more of that would be interesting because I don't think we know much about him.
no, he only had one game specifically dedicated to him, and then you have Emerald 2 on the advanced games, and even then,
Like you just don't know.
maybe
We just do know that he's with Vanilla and Cream.
yeah, maybe even Emerald or Omega, having like a connection between Omega and Gamma from the adventure games. That would be neat.
Yeah, but I don't know how they would make any games for like like Mecha Sonic or something like that. I'm not too sure how they would tie in like all the robots, or if they would even want to.
Emerald and General are different characters. Gotcha. I thought General was based on Emerald. Like maybe just they just reused the sprites.
No, it was the other way.
Huh. Well, the more you know. I actually really liked Sonic Battle, so it will be nice to see something related to him at some point.
Sonic the Fighters.
Yeah.
Another Sonic the Fighters, please.
Yeah.
Imagine the tournaments.
Oh god. And with the new characters we have from the IDW comics and stuff, that would be cool as fuck.
That would be cool.
Oh.
Sega Smash.
Sega Smash Bros.
Sega Smash Bros.
That's another crazy idea.
There's a lot of
we had him racing, we had him on tennis. We need an actual platform fighter with Sega characters. That would be neat.
A Virtua Fighter.
There is something already like that. It's called, I think, Fighting Vipers. I think that was the one. If not, it was...
Did Virtua Fighter?
No, wait. Fighting Vipers was
Virtua?
another thing. There was a 3D fighting game with a lot of Sega characters in them. I think it's called Megamix or something like that. I don't know. Thing is, there is like Virtual Fighters, Fighting Vipers, Sonic characters all mashed together in one game. It's interesting. Oh.
Sega character.
Yeah.
I remember when Sonic Lost World came out, and since it also came out on the Wii, there was a Skyward Sword tie-in. So you could dress up Sonic to be like Skyward Sword Link.
And I think you could do the same, but in Yoshi style, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he gets like a hat.
Fighters Megamix, Saturn fighting games. Gotcha. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. And the car from Daytona. Yes, the Hornet. Oh, that was funny when I first saw it. That was nah. An actual like car, just fighting.
Just a car.
Oh, that was funny. And it gets crazy because it has a lot of like hidden characters and stuff. Like you have like little chibi versions of Virtual Fighter characters like Akira and I think Sarah Bryan. Just like they are literally called Virtual Fighter kids. So you can tell that was just for shits and giggles. Oh. Ooh, Waterland.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Wait.
If you check on the About page or just scroll a little bit down, you can check the playlist and the socials for Brace if you feel like listening to this. It's actually a really cool playlist. Brace herself put it together. So
yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot that's available on YouTube. So if you would also like, you could go. Can I put links in here?
Yeah. If you can't, then give it to me and I'll do it.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I could do that. If you want, give me that. You can go to Planet Virtual Boy.
Give me the link. I'll share it.
There you go.
There we go. Planet Virtual Boy.
You can go to Planet Virtual Boy, and you can learn about all the games, all the upcoming games that are coming out. Because apparently there's still Virtual Boy games being made. There's fan made games that are being made currently.
I figured it will be fan games made for it.
Like what was it? Silent Hill was recently made on for the Virtual Boy.
Fuck. Whoa.
Yeah. There's a funny way to get emulated games onto the Virtual Boy. There's this cartridge where you have to upload a micro SD into the cartridge, but you can't keep the SD in there or something like that. Because the way that it works is you have to have the cartridge plugged into your laptop or your desktop, whichever. And you have to select the game manually in the files of the SD card, and then it'll upload that game onto the cartridge. And on the cartridge, it's like an ink tablet screen, and it'll show like the title card of the game. And then when it's ready, you could like eject it and stick it into the Virtual Boy, and then finally you could be able to play whatever game it was that you wanted to play. It's a little more like work to get the Virtual Boy to like play emulated games, but it's definitely worth it if you want to play on a Virtual Boy.
Either that or put a filter on the actual emulator, because I think that's actually possible too. But I think it will be better to try it with the actual Virtual Boy. Like an actual Virtual Boy emulator and stuff. But yeah. I would like to take a little break from here, because I need to use the bathroom real quick. So
let's go.
I'll go to the VRV screen. Be right back, everybody.
Oh!
And we're back. That was fast.
Hello.
But yeah, nah. So you mentioned this website, right? The Planet Virtual Boy. It's basically just a website that works as a hub for emulated stuff.
It's a hub for the Virtual Boy fans and fanatics and developers, and just everyone that's interested in the Virtual Boy.
Cool. So you can actually get the games, like the original games, maybe a few ROM hacks and stuff like that, just to mess around with stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, they also post news of like any Virtual Boy things that are going on. Like when Scott Pilgrim versus the World came out, they were reporting on the Virtual Boy that came out on there.
Oh.
So they're like, "Look, guys, the Virtual Boy's in there, and they're writing a whole entire scene where the Virtual Boy is like a part of like storytelling, and because there's like, have you seen it? I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it or anything.
No, I played. It's literally documented in this very Twitch channel that I play through, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and
it is
not just that. I've completed the game with every character already, so I know the game.
Oh no, like the anime.
Oh, I also watched that. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was talking about.
The only thing I worry about is the people watching, but spoiler warning, I guess. So
spoiler warning. There's a robot in there, and the robot is a Virtual Boy.
Yeah, the robot just looks everything on red, and that robot has been there since the comics, since the actual visual novels. It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they were reporting on it and everything. They were like, "Look at the Virtual Boy."
The Virtual Boy evolved into an actual real boy. But yeah, no. That was a cool reference. Even though it's Scott Pilgrim, it never disappoints with the video game references. It never does. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to know that I can actually just I can actually access to this entire like unexplored emulation zone for me, because I never played it. Like I've heard about it, but never actually been interested in trying it out because of how much red there is. I fear my eyes are going to get worse than they already are.
Well, the thing is that the already available emulations like that you could use, they aren't red. They are not red.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's like because they use a combination of red and blue, so it looks purple.
Oh, okay.
That, and since it's dual screen, since it's per for the Virtual Boy, you have two lenses, right? One for your for each of your eyes. It's like that so that it can simulate 3D. But since it's like that, a lot of the sprites don't look right, or they look corrupted. But they're not corrupted. It's just they look weird because it's selecting a side to look at. So like, say you choose the left side, you're only gonna see that left side of one of the sprites, and it's usually like the really, really small sprites. It's not like anything big.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so even emulating the Virtual Boy is like really, really hard. But making games for the Virtual Boy is easy. It's just the process of getting to there to play it is there's a process that you have to like do all these things, and then you could stick it in.
It's a whole process, but I'm guessing it's worth it.
Yeah. Or well, I don't know if you want to pay like $400 to the guy that actually makes the things, because he makes them out of his garage.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Counting that for import tax is even more expensive. No, thank you. Oh god.
It's only for serious collectors.
Yeah. Collecting is it's a really expensive it's a really expensive pastime. Also, Hazmat, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. I'm sorry.
Hi, Gooey. Hi, Gooey.
The Gooey.
Or I call him Gooey.
I need those garage guys to go crazy for like 10 years.
Yes.
Shit.
Well, it's just one man. Like one silly man in his garage. See, you could find him.
Yeah, that's the one console table doesn't touch due to the price. I mean, yeah, it was available for only a year, and even then the units were very limited, wasn't it?
Yeah, because in America you only got like 11 or 14.
Oh.
You only got 11 or 14 games, but in Japan you got like 19. But in Canada you got like 22.
Damn.
Which was just a collection of both the Japanese and American games.
And again, that's more games than the actual like today generation PS5 and Xbox Series X number of exclusive games. My god. How long has it been since the PS5 release? 2 years? 3 years?
There's Doom. There's Doom for the Virtual Boy. There it is.
Oh shit!
There's Doom and then there's Doom Virtual Boy.
True. And then you have Doom 2016, which is the actual sequel to the Virtual Boy one, for how much red there is. I am not going to stop throwing that in. I literally experienced that. My god. Ugh.
He experienced Virtual Boy trauma.
Pretty much. Virtual Boy trauma without a Virtual Boy. And like, I don't know, 7-8 generations later or something like that. It's wild. It's super wild. I don't hate the game though. The game is fun, but I just got a lot of issues trying to process it. Motion sickness and stuff like that. It's just too much.
Let me see if I could try and find it. That way you could check it out. The Virtual Boy cartridge thing. Oh, here's Tellero Boxer.
Oh. Wow.
The flashcard. It's the Hyper Flash 32.
Yeah,
but there's also the Flash Boy Plus. There's just two guys that are just out there making two different things.
Huh.
But they both, one of them utilizes like the ink thing, the ink screen.
Yeah.
And the other one like utilizes just like an LED.
Huh. Interesting. So there is still like physical preservation of Virtual Boy games. That's cool to know. They're technically making their own copies of the game, but honestly, for how forgotten the actual console is, it's fair. I am not seeing the actual like the actual Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Online in general bringing Virtual Boy stuff back.
No, I don't think it will. I think because they did try with the Labo, and nobody liked the Labo, but it's because it was cardboard. I don't know why they thought it would be a cool idea. Like, yeah, guys, we're gonna make you guys use cardboard to look at things in 3D.
Yeah. And the only way I think they could bring back Virtual Boy games is if they actually just remake them with actual like colors and stuff.
It's really cool cardboard. Yeah, it's really cool cardboard.
Honestly, it is really cool cardboard. Like you can actually make yourself an Iron Man suit, but with cardboard. It's actually kind of cool.
But I think the Switch definitely has like fallbacks where like it's not like, yes, you're playing all these amazing games on this console, but the consoles prior to it had music and themes and stuff like for everything that you were doing inside of it, even before you were playing Like I had just discovered like you could order food on your Wii. Did you know that?
I mean, it took me a minute to understand that you could actually watch Netflix way before on the PS3 360 era on your actual consoles. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, the Switch doesn't have any themes. Like there's no music in it. Like the most that you get out of it is like just sounds every time that you're clicking around in there.
Yeah. I have a hard time remembering if actually there was actually music on the Switch, and I don't even own one. I have a friend that we hang out almost every day, I think, and they play with their Switch every once in a while, and I watch. And yeah, I think you're right. I only hear them just clicking and confirmation noises every time.
Yeah, there's no music in it. It's not fun, and I feel like this generation of making consoles, to play games, they're not making them to be fun. They're making them just here's your game, and even then, it's not even like here's your game. It's here's half of here's like 2% of the game, and the rest of it you have to buy it. Through like little batches,
or
like DLC,
or you can have the actual like, hey, you bought this game, but it's not actually yours. It's on the cloud. You have to download it. God damn it!
It's like, what? Just give me my game.
Yeah, like at least I thank God for like things like GOG, like I think it's Good Old Games, that basically just lets you pay for all the games and they are yours. No need on internet or anything outside of the download. It's mine. Thank you.
My game. Thank you for giving me game.
Thank
but
you
also,
for the
like, do you? There's no one that sleeps with like their Switch on, or anything like that. Like unless they're like inside a game already, and there's like music playing in the game. Like I used to remember I would like play on my 3DS and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't want to play the game anymore, but I'll leave the 3DS open so that I could listen to the music. And I would turn up the volume and I'd leave my 3DS open on the charger, and it would play the music, and I would just go to sleep with the music on. Even for the Wii or like the other games, or like my PSP or my PS Vita, I would just leave them on.
Midori's girlfriend, she literally has more than 1,000 hours on YouTube on the Switch. It's impressive.
Wow.
I fear the day I can actually have a watch time counter on YouTube, like on the browser, that I can check out and see how much time I've been just watching videos. It's I feel.
Oh yeah, and there is no internet browser on the Switch. You have to go and like mess around with it so that you can actually go onto the internet.
Yeah. It's I think the Switch. No, wait, no, the consoles don't have that, right? Like, don't have web browsers.
The consoles.
The consoles in
the
general.
3DS had. The 3DS had a web browser.
Oh, the 3DS.
And the Wii U also had a web browser.
Huh.
The Switch is the only one that doesn't have a web browser that's readily available for you to go click into. You have to go into the internet connection so that you can disconnect it, reconnect it, and then do a whole bunch of other stuff so that you can be able to get into the web browser.
A really fun web. How did you make
a
web browser?
Really fun web browser.
How did you make?
See this?
Oh, max playtime of 9,999 hours. Fuck, it's more than 10,000. Wow.
I only recently just used the YouTube app on my Switch because my phone was dead.
I still need to know if like the other, like the Series X and X and the PS5 have a web browser too. Because I know, or at least I would like to believe, that the Steam Deck does have a web browser because Steam itself has a web browser. But I don't know. It's.
I mean, I would think that the Steam has a web browser. Yeah, because you could also download other games like that's not on Steam onto there.
Yeah, you can actually. Well, technically, the Steam Deck works as like a kind of like a mini laptop because it has like an operating system that you can actually mess around with and do stuff with it. Like you can actually download everything on there, like emulators, other games that you don't have on actual Steam. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's literally just a computer in your hand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a smartphone. Whoa!
The smartphone will
Steve Jobs. It's a like computer in your hand.
It literally is. It had like screen swapping curtains so you could hide the browser on the TV.
The Mii's would like hold the browser.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, yeah, that makes it fun. Yeah, you're right.
I also miss the Mii's. I miss the Mii's.
When they were messing around.
Yeah. I miss when they were just there.
Yeah.
It's just like a screen. Nothing.
Yeah, your screen is just the games on a list going horizontally, and that's it. Any expectations that the next like console from Nintendo will actually add those?
I think
things
it's a phone.
back? It's a phone.
I think it's a phone.
Really? I mean, it might be. At this point, like we had two.
How more compact are you gonna get? I know they want to include the screen. They want a screen on whatever it is that they're making. And everyone's even saying like, the Switch 2 is gonna be like so great. It's gonna have like a big screen, and I'm like, I think it's gonna be a small screen.
I think it's just going to be the actual like Switch 2, but a little more power added into it. Maybe a few extra features that couldn't be added on the original version, and that's it. Maybe I don't.
Have you seen the Energizer Power Pink phone? It's a literal brick.
Oh my!
It's gonna look like that.
Switch U.
Switch U.
Oh god.
I remember when the Wii U came out. I basically thought it was like the Switch, because like I thought I could. I thought I could take just the gamepad out somewhere.
Ah, right. But in this case, it's not that. Damn.
This song that's playing currently, it has a cover. I didn't add it because I completely forgot. Someone had covered this song. It's really funny.
The Bumpkun. It doesn't match the image either.
Bumpkun. Bumpkun's annoying.
Oh. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Nintendo removing those like little like details of the actual like console system feels weird. Like they had it on everything, including the Wii U. Why will they remove it for the Switch? It's weird.
I also only say this because the Virtual Boy, even before you load in a game or anything, if you just turn it on, it'll play music.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. It's an interesting way to keep people entertained, I guess. Wait, question. The Virtual Boy had speakers, right?
No.
No? You had
headphones.
Oh, right. It had like integrated headphones, right?
There was headphones that were released separately from the Virtual Boy.
Oh. Huh. So it had an accessory technically. Oh.
Yeah. Like even the charger came separately. You had to go and buy a charger.
Okay,
for the Virtual Boy, because there was like a power pack that you could stick into the controller, not into the console itself, because the controller is where all the batteries were, which was all 6 of your delicious batteries.
Double A or triple A?
Double.
Oh shit. Okay, now I understand
At least
why
it's not
it
a
flopped.
C battery.
At least now I understand why it flopped. Holy shit. Like, you have to do at least 3 separate purchases so you can actually use the console for longer than who knows how much the batteries last. Huh.
There was speakers, but the speakers are notoriously like really quiet. So you had to get the headphones. So it's kind of like it's not really there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I think we had a good time here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. It was really fun.
I'm glad I could make it fun.
Do you have anyone would you like to raid?
Anyone that I would like to raid?
Yeah.
I love my artist friends, but I want to see who else is on before we take off. Let's see. We can go to... We can go to Higado Rinyon, if you know who that is.
No idea. Can you give me the link?
Higado Rinyon.
Can you type it out? Sorry.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Higa.
No. Hiyadori known. Okay. Okay, so let me check what they're doing real quick.
He's playing Dragon Quest 6.
Ooh, old school. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice model.
Yes, he's a fantastic artist. He's very his style is like very expressive and colorful. Like real saturated colors. Are like everything on there. It's all made by him.
Yo, yeah, very fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Pun entirely intended. Pun entirely intended. But yeah, we're going to rate them. They are playing Dragon Quest at the moment, so retro vibe all around. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fluid. Any plans you have for next week?
Next week I should get back into streaming. I've taken like 2 weeks off because I was really stressed out and I needed to finish some comms. But I am all caught up. For the most part, I'm kind of almost caught up. So I should be back to streaming by Monday.
Okay.
Unless the hurricane like decides to take out my power, then I might
delay it
I might be back to I might delay it a little bit.
Okay. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why we did the show today instead of like tomorrow. It's because of that. I just wanted to go for the safe bet and just reschedule it just in case.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen. Like the last time I had a meteor, like weather affecting something, I got my house flooded, so I had to actually push it.
No.
Fortunately, it didn't reach anything valuable, so everything good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Would you be okay if I say my outro?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Okay, everyone. I have something extremely super duper important for you. It's really utmost important that you pay attention and you don't leave at all until like we get to the raid. I'm proud of you today for whatever you might have done, even if it was something small, even if you didn't exactly get to whatever it was that you were doing today. I'm proud of you. And you know what? We have the rest of the week ahead of us. So let's get to it.
That's a great message. Keep it in mind, please. Keep it in mind because holy shit, that's a great message. All right. Let me also do this. Let's see if it works. Yeah. That's the right message. With the emotes you can replace them with whatever you want.
I have the screaming one as well.
Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to head to Higadoi. Whoa, this is a mouthful.
We call him Higa. Higado.
Higado. Right, Higado. Got it. But yeah, we're heading out to Higado's and have a good afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you are, and I'll be seeing you guys on the other side tomorrow on my end. Later.
Goodbye.